I like it. Hi, Mel.
Hello, Patriot.
Hey, what's going on? Hello.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
How are you this evening?
I'm so good. Good to hear everybody. I can hear everybody in the background too.
Good. So
Nice.
I know who I'm talking to, but can you tell us who you are and your booking number, please?
Yes.
Sure, absolutely. I'm Olivia Pollock. My number is 388-313. I'm in the DC, right inside the DC gulag on the female side, representing.
All right.
So
I hear the guys are getting all the airtime, so I'm like, I got to get on there and represent for the female side.
Good job.
Can't let
All
them
the
get
way.
absolutely, we love hearing from you.
Right.
Oh. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for all the letters. I've gotten so many cards and letters since being here. I am so encouraged, and it's such a joy when they slip it under your door, because a lot of times it's like in the middle of the night. They'll slip it under your door, and I'm like, yo, friends! So,
Wake up the presents.
Yeah.
exactly. So I wrote a letter because I wanted to thank everybody, so I haven't had a chance to write everybody back. So don't know if you mind if I just read it on here, and then maybe a lot of them will hear it.
Oh, go right
So-
ahead, please.
Okay. So I'm so encouraged each time I hear from church members who have come together to pray or to reach out to us in letters and cards of encouragement. Getting together as a body of believers to support those affected by our broken system. J6ers are by no means the main problem in our country today. Like symptoms of a sickness, we are only one of the many our country has exhibited, making evident that our nation is sick and at the verge of collapse. We cannot forget the whole reason that millions of Americans showed up that day in January 2021. We had watched our First Amendment stolen from us and the integrity of our voting system flushed down the toilet. We, for too long as Christians, churches, and patriotic Americans had taken a back seat and left the running of our country to money-hungry career politicians who care nothing for the godly principles or the God this nation was founded under, resulting in the injustice and unjust judicial system many of us face today. True morality, true justice, and true freedom only can come from God because He is the creator of it. The Bible was the foundation of our law and Constitution, so we can't expect those who don't know its principles to correctly run it. If all the doors in the jails and prisons around this country opened tonight and we walked out free men and women, our problems would not be over. As glorious and grand as that day will be, and it will be one day, we can't stop what started because of the injustice that we have seen since January 6th. People coming together to pray, nationwide prayer chat started, people looking into the runnings of their towns, cities, and states, the uncovering and bringing to light how truly sick our nation has become. We need, like ever before, for more churches and people and women, men and women, to come together for their town's elections, pastors teaching men how to use those godly principles to step up and stand in the gap, getting families involved together in the cleaning up of our elections locally. Stop looking around for someone else to save you. Lift up your heads and each other and see the bigger picture. The Lord needs us to be willing to be used. So many have been willing to give their lives and their fortunes and honor for these precious freedoms that we have today. We can at least be willing to sacrifice to uphold them. How sad, as Thomas Paine said, is the man who says, "Not in my day, but let the next generation deal with the problem." We can't sit on our couch in the laps of luxury, watching the ball game, and let our children suffer for our poor stewardship of what we've been given. But let us say, let it be in my day, so my children won't have to suffer. It makes me so sad to hear Christians say, well, it just shows that it's the end times, the world's going to end, and I'm just waiting for Jesus to take us home. I'll focus on the church or just my family. How long do we really think will have these freedoms to worship and to go to church. We watched in 2020 as the whole world locked down in less than a month. Do you think that won't happen again if no one keeps this government accountable? If you are still on the earth today, it is for a reason. And it's not to stand on the sidelines and usher in the Antichrist. We are here to do as we need to do as Nineveh did, and humble ourselves and pray and turn from our wickedness and ask God to give us another chance and use us to save our nation. America truly was a gift from the Lord, but he used men in the founding and creating of that gift. Men willing to give their lives and their fortunes and sacred honor in the process. God granted them the wisdom and strength they needed, but they still had to choose to put in the work. Why should we think now is any different? God almost always uses people to do his work. We just have to be available and willing for the job. Then God will give us the tools and wisdom to do the work. I have cherished all the many letters I've received while here, but the ones from older couples, grandparents, and retirees mean so much to me, because even though you may feel like you can't do much or as much as you'd like, remember you still have the greatest weapon in your spiritual arsenal, and that's prayer. The power to petition the God of the universe to change the hearts of the people, to turn them back to him. Prayers to strengthen the next generation to stand in your stead as leaders, to embolden and strengthen them in the fight ahead, to encourage us, like with the cards and letters, to not give up. Satan wants nothing more than for us to look at our circumstances and say, it's too much or it's too hard, we won't win. But we need to stand up straight and tall like David in the face of the giant and say, my God is able to do exceedingly more than we could ever ask or think. With God, nothing is impossible. For in times of trouble, he will hide you under the shadow of his wings. He will be your shield and the glory, the lifter of your head. If Paul can say, who had been in the dungeon of a Roman prison, knew the pain of being whipped and suffered and the suffering of shipwreck, if he could say, rejoice evermore, then so can we. Rejoice evermore, for our God is able. And I just want to say I have a big, colorful rejoice evermore on my wall. I do a lot of art, and so I had to make those white walls colorful. And so rejoice evermore is right in the center of it. And so it's a reminder that no matter what your circumstances, you can always be thankful, because this is not the end. This may be a hard time, but it's not the end. We will see victory. And I'm just so thankful for everybody who's standing out there diligently night after night. I heard y'all had this 600-day anniversary, and I'm so proud of all of y'all. That's amazing.
Well, thank you so much.
Just thank you for everybody.
Olivia, it is such an inspiration to hear your words, darling. And you have covered in your words from the smallest of American to the oldest. And
exactly,
you are just such an inspiration. Thank you so much for that. And you are so right. I truly believe that God has put us all in this situation to show us the strength that we possess through him to make our country great again.
Right. Yeah, that's why I think it's so neat, like, as you're reading through the Bible and stuff, to see the people that he chooses to do things, like Moses. He's like, I can't speak, and he was able to go in front of Pharaoh, who was like the biggest leader of the time in the nation, and was able to free the people using him, and he gave them the tools. He used all the different ones. They're like, well, I can't do it. God doesn't choose you because you can do it. He chooses you when you're willing. And he's like, then he'll give you the strength to do it. And that's what I said, like, that's why it's such an encouragement. Everybody just the notes and the messages on the tablet and all this stuff, like, it doesn't matter how good we are, because I'm terrible at speaking. That's why I had to write everything down so I wouldn't forget what to say. Because when I go to say it, I'll like fumble it up and won't be able to say what I really want to. And so, but God, he doesn't care about that whole kind of stuff. Just to be willing to do something, and it doesn't have to be anything big. We can start small, and that's what everybody who's sent something or who's standing out there or in their town or in the other jails supporting their families, you know, that's something. And I'm so proud of all of y'all and what you're doing. That's what's going to take. And we will see victory. And if not, you know, it'll bring people to the Lord, and that's all that we can ask for. Please let God do the work, and God be in charge of the results.
Amen. Honey, if you would like to say hello to your parents, they are watching right now.
Oh, hey everybody! Good to see you. Glad y'all are on. Yeah, they keep me posted on when my brother's on or not, and kind of fill me in on what he's saying over there. They're the in between.
Good.
Yeah.
You truly have been an inspiration, and thank you for representing, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure. It's an honor for sure. And that's why it's every day I wake up, sometimes I forget I'm here. I'm like, oh yeah, I am in prison, you know, or jail. I have to remember, but it's like you have that joy because you know where God has you right now. You know, it may be away from your family. It may be somewhere you don't necessarily want to be, but you can still see joy in no matter where you're at. And that's the only thing that keeps me going, keeps it inspiring. But yeah, for sure. But so I hope y'all have a good Easter Sunday's coming up. We're excited over here. We have a big feast prepared. We ordered stuff for lasagna, and we're making cake pops and apple cobbler and loaded mac and cheese and all kinds of stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do in a microwave. I never knew.
You're very inventive.
But that's what we said. We need to make a microwave cookbook after all this is over. We can be baking on the...
It's got to be a jailhouse microwave cookbook, though.
Yeah.
Exactly. Order on Amazon and send it in. I've been amazed at all the gourmet meals people come up with. Like, some of these people are experts at the microwave cooking.
That's
for sure.
Recipes down.
Gotta make sure you write those recipes down.
Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, we've done. The CEOs let me have a lot of crayons and colored pencils, and I did a bunch of art for my cell because I can't stand white walls. It makes me go crazy. So I put art all over it and these big flowers and a sun and then my words in the middle. And they come in and they'll open the door in the morning for trays or something. They'll be like, oh my goodness, I just love your room. And they'll just stand there and look at it for a little while. So this morning she came in, she's like, oh, I just love it. Because I'm at the end of the hall. She's like, I feel like I'm not even here. I'm on a vacation somewhere. I'm like, oh.
That's beautiful.
So bringing joy even to the COs, it makes them happy. So they gave me stuff. I was able to put it out in the day room. And so I got a couple of other of the ladies in here, and we colored up a big springtime thing for everybody to enjoy.
Oh, that is so nice.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Good.
With what we got.
Sure, you're making the best of it, Olivia, and that's what
right. Yep.
Yes. Well, it's absolutely fantastic.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Honey, and
I thought you
don't be ashamed to call whenever you'd like. We love
You have 1 minute remaining. Nice. No, I really appreciate you letting me on here tonight, and just thanks for everybody and all y'all are doing. I know it's making a big difference. I heard about the shout out the other day from President Trump.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yes, it was.
So that was encouraging, and that's because y'all's diligence for sure. So it's not in vain. All that work that y'all do setting up, it's definitely made a difference. So I appreciate
Definitely an
it.
honor to stand here for you guys, for sure.
Oh, well, thank you.
You have a blessed night,
Everybody.
Olivia.
Call more
All right,
often.
y'all too.
Call more
Tell everybody
often.
I said hey when they call in.
Call more often.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Bye.
Love you.
Boy, what an inspiration she is.
Okay, that picture I put up, it's one that she drew.
Just so you go forward slash.